Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am your host, Steven. If you guys would like more panel videos like these to be made, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and remember, I am on Cameo if you'd like a special shout out from me, and it's recording time!
Eventually. Oh, this thing's on, huh? How you doing, buddy? What happened? Mr. Microphone, you might want to turn me down a little. Okay. I'll be back here somewhere. Oh, look, steps. I'm just narrating my way through the crowd here. Don't mind me. Hi, folks. Hey, everybody. Are we having some fun yet? Yes. Oh, yeah. I know that, dude. I feel safer knowing you're here. Thank you. So what's happening?
So,
Tell everybody your name.
oh yes, my name is Samantha. I am a starting voice actor, so this is a wonderful opportunity and honor for me to be interviewing Jim here today. So.
Thank you, Amanda.
So,
Teacher.
yes, wonderful. So Jim, I noticed that in addition to all this wonderful animation work that you've done and narration, that you have also participated in some video games. Do you find a difference in voicing animation versus voicing video games?
Yeah, video games are really boring to record. They are recording, because you're all alone. And you're saying, now you're falling from 5 feet. Okay, now it's 10. Now it's 500 feet and you're on fire. Okay. It's you don't get a good storyline. You can't really, continue it through in your head. But it all comes out in the wash. I prefer movies and regular animation. But as long as we're having fun,
Yeah, I actually play a couple of the franchises that you have voiced for video games, so I'm just like, ooh.
I'm sorry.
So you started a while ago in your career. What changes have you noticed between then and now?
Well, I'm older. That's one. No, it's a lot different. We don't do as many ensemble. I like doing it with a lot of people. With the rest of the cast there. And then somewhere along 15 some X amount of years ago, everybody started doing it separately, and then it was easier for them to edit or something. But I prefer the ensemble stuff. Like we did all the Star Wars stuff, Clone Wars and Rebels. We did those with as many people in the cast as could be assembled. They were there, and that's nicer. It's better because I ad-lib a lot, and if the person that I'm having a scene with isn't there, my ad-libs, sometimes they have to pick up their lines to accommodate it, and it just gets a little chunky. But that's one of the biggest differences.
Speaking of your Clone Wars and Star Wars experience, Jedi or Sith?
Ooh, Jedi or Sith?
Jedi or Sith?
Well, I have more friends that are Jedi. Yeah, so Jedi.
Perfect.
Not stupid.
So, with the pandemic, a lot of voice acting has moved into home studios. Do you have a home studio?
Oh yeah, but for like decades, so it had nothing to do with this stuff.
Right. So, you had an easy transition into continuing to work?
No, there wasn't any transition. I just started working at home more. That's all. It's no. I don't like it. I prefer to go into work. I have a blue collar attitude toward a no collar career, I guess you could say. But I just like it more. Going in, you get to feed off your friends, then you see your buddies. It's not as much fun. No matter what you do, you don't want to do it in a closet in your house, unless you're being naughty. Then get into the closet.
Yeah. All right. So that is. And speaking of the pandemic, how have you been spending your time?
however I want.
Excellent.
Yeah, I already had it. It was the flu. I didn't know I had it. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, God willing, God bless everybody for whom it was tough, but I read that it's 0.05% fatal. And I'm trying to think I think that's 5/100%. And I wish I could win a lottery like that. I mean, I got the stupid flu. Well, of course, that's if it's fatal. But, if the odds are this or that, I wish I could, come through on the lottery like that.
Right, yeah.
I would trade those odds, but, God bless anybody who's sick. May they be better soon.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So, there's no real changes to your life since the pandemic, just keeping on. What are some of the, I know that everybody asks you what your favorite role is, but.
Everyone asks me that. And I have 5 of them. There's Pooh, Tigger, Darkwing, and Hondo Onaka is way up there. And Ray, Princess and the Frog. Those are, because I think I have too many for one. Pooh and Tigger are in their own category. They're sort of up there in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah, definitely.
and then Darkwing's in there. So I have 5.
What?
Maybe more to follow.
What are your favorite traits from those characters?
Traits? They all make money.
Yeah. So what I like about Tigger is that he's his own person. He does his own thing, and his friends still love him for it. And he really just, So I like that aspect of him.
Me too.
Yeah. I think that he's a great character, and I think that you should all love Tigger too. So let's see, where are we? There we are. We still have a couple more minutes to chat.
I'm
you and
here.
I.
Right here.
Yeah. So, what other things did I pull up about you? You do accents. What accent?
Everybody does accents.
Everybody has an accent, but what, do you do any particular regional or global accents?
Well, whichever one they need.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been from New York or from the South, or in my case, been from the swamp. That's a whole different one down there. Yeah. Pass a good time out there. That's where Leatherhead from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle come from. You come from that swamp like that. That was the voice of my first riverboat. I used to be a deckhand on riverboats. And that was just literally the voice of, his name was Léonce Leblanc. And it was 1972, and he was 78. So you can do the math on that. And it was his last time on the river. And his boat was Old Dutch, the Old Dutch. And he said, "I can't believe they sent me a Yankee college boy for my last time on the river." And I said, "Well, I'm not in college." He goes, "Well, you better go, because you ain't going to make it on these boats, no." And all I wanted to do is eat, because when you're starving and you get out on the riverboat, you don't have to wait for the first paycheck to have food on board. So that made sense for me, But I often wondered though, because it was just a few years later that I moved to California. One of my first jobs was on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was Leatherhead. I was Shredder for one season, the last season, but I was Leatherhead and some other goofy character. But I mean, the thing about it is too, and this is one of my philosophies: if you do a perfect impression of somebody that nobody knows, it's a new character. And if you do a terrible impression of somebody that everybody knows, they don't even know who it is, that's a new character. So I had Captain Léonce Leblanc in my back pocket, and I often wondered if his grandkids are sitting around watching the turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. All right, y'all, turtle, I'm going to get you now. That blah, blah, blah. Hey, Grandpa, come in here. You know this alligator right here? I often wondered if that ever happened. I almost kind of had to. if they were turtle fans.
Right, yeah.
That's not they were bloody communists. I don't know. But yeah, so there you have it. And if anybody has any questions,
Yeah.
I accidentally sounded like William Shatner. But if you do, I'll answer them. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're under the gun now. Okay, but here's the thing. You have to say your name and your favorite dessert. Ooh.
My name is Samira, and my favorite dessert is banana pudding, which gives me away as being from the South.
I'm sorry, that's wrong.
What was I supposed to say?
It was banana boo-boo. You can take that off, it's okay.
Banana pudding,
Oh,
which
see.
they only serve.
Now, do
now.
you have fig Newtons in that one?
Do I have fig Newtons?
Don't they have one that you put fig Newtons in?
No, you put vanilla wafers.
Vanilla wafers, that's the one I was thinking.
Only you don't say the part, it's just vanilla wafers.
Just vanilla wafers, that's true. That's true, that's the one I was thinking of.
You dropped the voice actor.
That's good eating.
So, when I read a story, I make all of them characters, and they have their own accent, and I decide based on the story that I'm reading to someone, like what kind of accent they're going to have. Is that something as a voice actor that you're able to do? Is like you come up with the sound that the character's going to have, or are you usually told that?
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's like a British guy, he's gonna sound British or, French or whatever the country would be that, if the character's established, you go with that. But if not, you just kind of leave it up in the air. Sometimes it's fun to go against type. Like if a guy's like a big 500-pound guy, it's fun to give him a little bitty voice like that, because it doesn't look right coming out of him. So that, I play around with stuff like that.
Cool.
But yeah, you just and then if you do a bad accent, that's cool. It'll be from some other country then,
It turns out most of my Scottish people come from Australia based on that.
Oh, yeah.
They're very
But they were Celtic,
related.
at least.
Yes.
Thank you. Come on down.
Good morning, Mr. Cummings.
All right, now your name and your favorite dessert.
My name is Ken. Favorite dessert is cheesecake.
Nice.
My favorite character of yours is Darkwing Duck.
Ah, thank you. Excellent work, Launchpad.
And the question I have is, when did you decide that I can do this as a voice actor and make a living at this?
I was 5. Yeah, I was 5. I was watching the show, I told this many times, there was a show, Jack Benny had a show, the comedian, many moons ago, obviously, and my dad was watching it, and I was sitting in the living room, and Mel Blanc came on. He was one of his sidemen on the show, the guy who did Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. And he goes, "You see this guy right here? Yeah. He's the one that does all those crazy voices like Bugs Bunny and Tasmania and blah, blah, blah on Saturday morning." And I was thinking, oh yeah, that's him, huh? Well, he doesn't have to stand in the corner for being weird, I bet I'm gonna do that when I grow up, because if you can get people to pay you for stuff you're doing all day long for free, okay. And by God, it worked. Now I get to hang out with you.
Thanks, Mr. Cummings. It's great to actually see you in person and put the name to the face that I've seen in credits over all these decades.
Yeah, I've been getting around. I'm tired. Thanks, man. All right, come on down. Oh, nice suit.
Joker.
Yes.
My name is Ryan. Favorite dessert, toss up between tiramisu and Reese's peanut butter cup pie.
Ooh.
And my favorite voice of yours is Hondo. And
Of course it is.
I was wondering if there's an inspiration behind Hondo.
An inspiration from him?
I've always wanted, to me, you sound like Ricardo Montalban. So it is it's I can't even think of Jack Salad,
Oh, yeah.
So it's
But there's no da-doo.
yeah.
There's none of that in there, though.
So I was wondering if was there any or how
Yeah.
how did you come up?
Somebody else said Ricardo Montalban once. I haven't heard it in a while, but it my head, I was putting together like Charles Bronson and Yul Brynner. You know, The King and I and Mechanic, you know, Mr. Majestic or whatever. But you believe in Jesus, you're going to see it. And then Moses, you know, then they put them together and you get Hot Naka. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
You already
mix and match there.
You already answered the question with the top 5. Is there a voice that you kind of have that either too hard or that you kind of not really despise but don't like doing as much because it's like a little harder than the other voices?
Wait, give me the first part of that. I couldn't hear.
Is there we know that you like the top 5 that you like? So is there a voice that you like not really like hard to do, but you kind of like not as much as your favorite that you like?
Yeah, no, I mean, I love Taz too, but like when we did the show, Tasmanian, I told everybody, okay, we got to do this on Friday afternoon because, you know, it's a little raggedy, you know, and, you know, it's just tough on your pipes. So we just did it on Friday afternoon. By Monday, I was fine. So that's, you know, that helps. Yeah, you got to take care of it. It's an instrument, right? Yeah.
It's our tool. It's very important.
Yeah. Come on down. Here, get up on that mic. We want to hear.
My name's Adele. My
Hello.
favorite dessert is my dad's sugar-free pumpkin pie.
Oh.
My question for you is the 100 Acre Woods characters have all been platforms to discuss like mental health issues, or I've seen them described that at least.
Platforms to what?
It's a platform to discuss mental health issues like.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you think that children's shows should take on that role more?
Should children?
Should children's shows have the role of being platforms for discussion about big issues?
Oh, geez, I don't know. To me, you know, I mean, I never watched Tom and Jerry to learn about the secrets of life or Mickey Mouse or anybody. You know, I think let the kids have their fun, you know. But somebody else brought that forth, and I think that makes sense. It probably was something that A.A. Milne might have done, just as a writer, like, you know, Eeyore's the gloomy guy, and Tigger's the ebullient guy, and Pooh's the somewhat lovable, clueless guy, you know, and Piglet is just full of Mr. Timid, and Owl is Mr. Know-It-All, and, you know, that type of thing. And Rabbit just frets a lot. So I think they just took emotions and, you know, A.A. Milne probably took basic human emotions and assigned it to all the stuffies in his son's bedroom. And it was kind of brilliant, if you think about it, because they all get together and they all rub up against each other's neuroses, you know, and it makes for some interesting stories.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Come on down.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Superb, thank you.
Excellent. My name's Brandon. My favorite dessert is red velvet cake.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, it's so good. Even though these people bugs, I'm like, that's fine.
That's right.
It's still good, right? My favorite character of yours is Cat from Cat Dog.
Oh, good.
Love watching that show.
You must be a friend of dogs. I knew it. Fine.
So my question for you is, what challenges did you have moving through different studios, working with different companies and directors and whatnot? Were there any like creative challenges that you faced?
Well, I don't know, I guess. But you know, you kind of establish the character up front, and then you're just true to it. You know, that's all like during the audition process or when they're writing, trying to hammer down the characteristics of the character. You know, like with Darkwing, we knew that he wasn't a super big guy, but he still threw his weight around. And he was way too confident for his abilities, which is why he fell flat on his face a lot. And, you know, and you see what works for the character, and you incorporate the size of the character or the, you know, lack of size of the character and all the personal aspects and mix it all around, and the writers pick up on this or that, and you're off to the races, hopefully.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, there he is. Oh.
So one thing I noticed as I grew up is that you've also done some very good narration for like trailers and I think movies.
Shark Week guy.
Here we see Felipe.
You also
Going beneath the waves. Will he ever come? Oh, that blood's not a good sign.
and then one thing that stuck to my head, it's probably not as like popular or like to the media, but that I think you did a Bionicle trailer one time.
Probably.
Anyway,
Yeah, I was in that movie. Me and Michael Dorn.
Oh yeah, Legend of Born.
I played the guy who wasn't Michael Dorn.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess how does it feel to like narrate compared to voicing your beloved characters?
How does it? Oh, the comparison between both. Oh, I don't know. I like them both. I probably like animation more. You know, but that's pretty natural, and I like singing too. And the singing narrator never works, so. But yeah, I prefer doing shows. You know. And besides, they have more residuals. It's a pretty easy one.
Nice. Can I ask one more question?
That was it. I'm sorry, you just did.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. See, that was a question. See how I got that? Okay, all right, go ahead.
So, how does it feel to voice like other iconic characters when the original ones are not available, such as after Kenneth Mars passed away, after voicing King Triton?
Yeah. Well, I don't think he had passed away when I did it. He was just retired.
Oh, I see.
But it was fine. I never would have thought I would end up doing King Triton in a million years. But they wanted him, was that like 15 years ago or something? Anyway, yeah, they wanted Triton to just sound like it was a prequel. It was like when Ariel was 12 or something. So it was kind of weird, you know, they wanted him to sound like 20 years younger than that, and I probably am 20 years younger than Ken. So I guess that was a good fit. Ariel? That's my Triton impression. Thank you. That's all you have to do is say Ariel.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, sir. All right, come on down.
I'm Jeremy. I guess I like hot apple pie with ice cream.
Ooh,
So I was wondering if you sing a lot in a lot of your characters, and the song one of the songs I always remember is that in the first episode of Dark and Duck, you sing this beautiful song, Little Girl Blue, with the silver trophy. So I'm wondering,
Turned out to be the combination.
Did you study singing separately from voice acting? Do you have like separate techniques?
No,
or just
not really.
Kind of just sing?
Just sang.
Just sing.
I've been singing my whole life, really annoying and crap out of my parents. And then it finally paid off, so they wound up not minding it a bit. But no, I didn't have any formal training. I took musical, I played drums, I took drum lessons. But singing, I was always, just by default. I've been in bands, like, playing for wedding receptions and things like nightclubs, we'll fill in the blank, since I was 13. So that's a lot of singing over the years. And it just was something I always enjoyed doing. So I snuck into it, through the side door, I guess.
That's great.
I was lead singer for the California Raisins, and I got a lot of soundtracks. But yeah, somebody's got to do it. Yeah, man. Thank you. Howdy.
Hello, my name is David. My favorite dessert would be key lime pie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I have a small favor to ask of you. So my friend couldn't make it, and I tried to convince her to come. I'm wondering if you can, if I can record a small clip of you saying hi to her and just showing her what she missed out on.
And showing her what she missed out on?
there's too much there to cover.
We're not going to.
Enough for that.
Okay, no photography.
Okay.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name's Chow.
Chaz?
Chow. C-H-A-U. Chow.
Chow.
Oh, C-H-A-U?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, didn't we already make her a message?
I got her autograph. I'm trying to complete the package.
Oh, so he's trying to sneak in one on me.
I don't know.
I don't know. Chow got a mambo. You like how I did that? See, Chow's her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
What do you want me to do? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, tell Chow I said hello, and
Got him up, stay dangerous.
Something tells me he's been recording this whole thing. So I'm not worried. Enjoy editing.
Awesome.
Here.
Thank you so much.
All right, there you go. Well, Gorsh, who are you?
Hello, my name is Tigger. My favorite dessert is mango mousse. And
But what is Goofy's favorite dessert?
Great question. They ever asked me that?
Yeah.
Probably something old and.
Yeah. Well, so you're max to the max. I like your hair.
Oh, thank you so much. No, the question is, we got to bring back Darkwing for the DuckTales 2017 show. What was the energy? There's a different energy between doing Darkwing Duck and bringing back the character for the newer animated show.
Well, I couldn't follow the storyline in that with a bloodhound. So is he Darkwing? Is he crazy? Is he out of his mind? Is he, I couldn't follow that, but so I just did it and took the money. That's the best way to go. Recommend that. How much time is it? We're good. Okay. She says we're good. That means we have 2 minutes.
No, they haven't quite this yet.
Sorry.
My name is Amy and I like carrot cake. And my question is there a character that you've wanted to play that you haven't yet?
No. Maybe Michael the Archangel. I have no idea. No, I'm pretty happy. Otherwise, it'd be just like jealousy, and I don't have time. Yeah. Actually, I did want to play you in your life story, but apparently they're getting some cute chick to do it instead of me. Hiya.
Hi, my name is Oscar, and I like apple pie.
I don't know.
I was wondering, how do you feel when Christopher Robin the movie was announced? How do you feel when you voice Pooh and Tigger? How do you feel happy that they're back in the big screen?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool movie. But no, I enjoyed. Did you like it?
Yes, I do love it.
Oh, good. Well, that's what counts.
Also, is there any new news on? Is there going to be Winnie the Pooh movies soon?
No, I don't think soon. He does a few things here and there. There's always like a splash or two every couple of years. You never know. But I'll keep you posted. Thank you.
Do you have a Twitter account?
Yeah, I don't twit much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, how can people follow you?
Huh?
How can people follow you and know what you're up to?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't twit very often. Or tweet, sorry. Yeah. But I'm on I guess I'm on Parler now. Instagram.
Instagram will be them.
Yeah, there you go. Hi.
My name is Steven. I love brownies.
Oh, heck yeah.
So my question is, Jim, what's it like voicing a villain like Cortez in El Road del Dorado?
The Road to El Dorado.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I like working for DreamWorks. They're good people. And the thing about that, and nobody busted me on it, and it was a really good impression of him too, but Cortez was just Orson Welles. Hey, here we go. I know her.
Hi,
Hi, some more.
my name is Alice,
Yes.
and I have a lot of favorite desserts, but one of them is going to be pronounced. It's going to be ice cream.
Icing?
No, ice cream.
Oh, ice cream.
Solid choice.
Yeah, icing on ice cream.
Banana
Ooh.
split. One actually like a banana split.
Nice.
And
What
my
is your question?
is going to be, do you have any other jobs before voice acting?
Oh boy, did I ever. Yes, I did. I worked in a steel mill. I sold Collier's encyclopedias for 3 days. I said, I'm not going to sell Collier's encyclopedias for 4 days. And then I was a deckhand on riverboats on the Mississippi River in the golf. And I designed and painted Mardi Gras floats in New Orleans for a few years. And then I moved to California and worked at a video store for a short time. And that's when I made my first demo tape. And I sent that out, and I got a couple auditions. And it was when Disney Channel was first starting. And it was a show called Dumbo Circus, not on anymore, been gone for a long time. But I was Lionel the Lion, and we did 100 and some shows, and by that time I was working, you know, in other things, doing radio spots and TV spots, and then other cartoons. And now, 30-something years later, I get to come say hi to you. So hi. That was my journey. Still going. Well, thank you for asking. All right, stay sweet as honey.
Hello.
Hello.
Javier, I like Republican. My question to you is there a line from one of your characters or a voice you like to annoy your children with?
Wait, say it again. Is there a voice?
Do you have a line from one of your characters or a voice from one of your characters that you like to annoy one of your children with?
Oh, they all work. They all work. My oldest daughter, she's 38. I just started my career. She was like 4 or 5 years old, and I was reading to her, and I'd just gotten that day the job as the big bad wolf. He doesn't work very much, but it was the same guy who does the voice for Pete. You know, hey, how you doing there, buddy? That guy. And it was the same actor. So they said, well, let's get Jim to be the big bad wolf. So I was reading The Three Little Pigs to Olivia. Little pig, not by the hair and by. Wait, I did backwards. That was the. Anyway. Little pig, let me come in. And then you know, I'm not by the hair, my chinny chin chin, and we're doing it. We're on to like second pig, and she just goes, "Okay, Dad, would you just read the story?" You little weasel. These voices are gonna put you through college, Missy. Now you lay there and be entertained. So I don't think I answered anybody's question. But hi. Come on down.
All right, we only have time for about 1, maybe 2 questions.
Okay.
We've got to wrap it up.
How about you?
Hello, my name's Tyler. My favorite dessert is poppy seed cake.
No, that's good.
If anybody's ever had one before, awesome.
Yes.
The question is, has there ever been a voice that you actually said no to? And if so, why?
Oh, yes. They wanted me to be a spokesman for the Nuke the Gay Whales for Satan. And I thought, nah. Just didn't sound right. Thanks for asking. Hi, come on down.
As an actor, you have to rehearse, and as a voice actor, you have to test your range. How often do you talk to yourself in general?
Wait, how often what?
How often do you talk to yourself in general?
Do I talk to myself?
Yeah. On your own, talking to yourself.
I'm not sure I can tell what you're saying.
Like for practicing voices and
No, just sitting in the car. How you doing?
Oh, do I talk to myself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do all the time. We're schizophrenic, and so are we. So we get along fine, don't we? Yes, we do. It helps. It's a tool. You gotta work with it.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, but we're running out of time. So he will be signing autographs.
Yeah, come back to my
over
table
in
if
the
you have
autograph
something to
section.
sign.
So definitely go check him out there.
And I'll be healing the sick.
Yeah.
Got a little water, we could walk on it. It'll be fine. Oh, that's the other JC, sorry. Never mind, sorry.
I did realize that I did not tell you my favorite dessert.
Well.
Completely lemon bars. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you all very, 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 very much. You want me to set something for you? I'll just bring it up to my table, whoever that is. We'll see you then. Thanks.